Well, we have a cold night in the Northeast. A bad evening to be without a parka, but we are set for football at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. Tonight, we put a bow on Week 15 with a good Monday night matchup between the Kansas City Chiefs and the New York Jets. Here's the kicker, Harrison Butker, ready to get this one started. And off we go from MetLife Stadium. Fielded just outside the goal line. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. Now Hall to start the drive. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. This defense for the Chiefs, they were terrific last week in the win over Denver.
And every defensive team that we talk to, they spend a lot of time talking about creating turnovers. And anytime you get 2 or more in a game, you've had a really good performance. They exceeded that number in a huge way. They got the football back 4 times in the win.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Hall again on 2nd down. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. Give him 12 yards there, and the Jets have a first. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
And they didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. The Jets at 11-2 now. And they were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset. Being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning. So they come in feeling good. They've got the home crowd behind them. I think they're going to be tough to beat in this one.
Meanwhile, Wilson's... Oh, he put it on the carpet, a fumble. And they will finally get him down as he's all the way to the 36-yard line.
Let's face it, everybody at the start of a game has a mental image of how they expect it to go, and I think that was going exactly as they scripted it offensively. Moving the ball well, seemingly in control, and that fumble, that's got to be a little bit deflating, don't you think?
Yep, foiled the whole plan there, turned the ball over. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. That's some strong running there as he's down just shy of the 20 on the edge of the red zone. Give him 15 yards on that one. Kansas City has a first down.
Partner, is that what you call a quick hitter? That was actually a bolt of lightning, wasn't it? Right out of the gate.
And, of course, on the heels of him winning AFC Offensive Player of the Week 1 week ago. Now Mahomes, and this one too low.
They certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And a couple of yards as they move it from the 21 to the 19.
Now, that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And in for the Chiefs touchdown. Isaiah Pacheco with another touchdown, number 24 on the year. And the Chiefs take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Extra point by Butker is on target, and it's now a 7-0 game. Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. Taking it about the 1. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They had the fumble on the last drive, wound up leading to the opening touchdown. Now they'll try again here, 1st and 10. And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
On 2nd and 9, Wilson. He finds his man, complete. It's Wilson. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Wilson to Wilson there. Zach to Garrett for a Jet first down.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
On first down, Wilson. He's going to float this one deep right side. He's got a man, complete. And that's 2 big catches that he's had on this drive alone.
And I can hear it right now. If they give up a third to him, whoever does that, go stand on the other sideline. You're persona non grata on our team at that point.
From the red zone now, here's Wilson on first down. That one almost intercepted, but it's incomplete. Not a good throw there, and it'll be second down.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make second down, second and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
A give, running right is Hall. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards, but also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
From the gun on 3rd down, Wilson. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. George Karlaftis in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. Now it's scooped up, and this is a live football. And a blocked field goal, so not only an opportunity missed, an opportunity made there on special teams.
Without a doubt, and I need to check with my analytics guy because every coach we've ever talked to, they always say, if you block a kick in special teams, your team wins 90+% of the time. I've never truly seen that number quantified, but that's how coaches believe.
He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Give him 13 yards there and a Kansas City first down. Now Mahomes on the bootleg. Sliding out of the pocket. Man open, that's Marquez Valdes-Scantling. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Mahomes going to throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line.
And good yardage there on first down because sometimes all you need to do on the screen is get one key block. That might set your man free, and that was pretty good pursuit to the football defensively, or it could have gone for more.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Mahomes. Catch is made by Hardman. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. Oh, how about this call down near the goal line? And he is going going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
From back at the 4, here's second and goal. Throwing now is Mahomes. And that is caught for the touchdown, Kansas City. Isaiah Pacheco with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Chiefs go up by 2 touchdowns. Extra point by Butker is on target, and it's now 14-0. Here is Wishnowsky to boot it away following the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. On 2nd and 9, Wilson. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And it'll be 3rd down.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days. But you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
Now Wilson. Flushed out right. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Frank Clark gets to him well behind the line of scrimmage. That is a loss of 17 yards. On 4th down, punt coming from Braden Mann. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. It has been about as perfect of a start to this game as these guys could have asked for, Charles. They've scored on their first 2 drives. They still haven't given anything up on the other side of the ball, so they can already make this a 3-score game here if they can come away with points on this drive.
Yeah, they're almost pushing them to the brink, aren't they, partner? Almost to the point now where it's a loss of words for me, which I know would excite all of our viewers, but you're just not supposed to see that type of dominance so quickly in a game like this. Everything they've done has been working so far. Offense, defense, you name it, it's going well for them.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. Escaping the pressure right. Going right side here, and that's complete. And they're going to move it down to inside the 25.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a 1st down.
Throwing on 1st down is Mahomes. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here in this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on 1st down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
To throw on 2nd and 10, Mahomes. Had his hands on it, but dropped it. The rookie making a little bit of a rookie mistake. Third down.
After watching him drop that slant, I can hear my old coach's voice ringing in my ears right now. You can't run with the ball until you catch it. Trying to get those rack yards before he secured it.
Here's a handoff out of the gun. And that's not nearly going to be enough. Stopped at the 22, and he needed plenty more. So on fourth down, Mahomes off. Harrison Butker on for the Chiefs field goal. It's a 39-yard attempt, right hash. Butker's kick here is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
I know, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Wilson. And he comes back with one complete. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. Now Wilson. And he'll find Hall. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
Wilson's throw here going to be caught by Wilson. And he'll be taken down after a pickup of about 7 as the clock will stop here for the 2-minute warning. Three yards remain for second down. On second down, a run with Hall. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Now that's the way to do it. Hand it to someone with vision and good footwork, and add a little bit of power, and you find a way to pick up first downs.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. But when this ball's tipped and intercepted. And the Chiefs are going to have it here at their own 9-yard line.
Oh, I think there was a little too much heat on that one. He's trying to hit his running back out of the backfield. Normally you want to get the ball to them in stride. But here, this one's coming in hot. And it tips off his hands and into the arms of the defender.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They got the ball now following a big play, keeping the other guys out of the end zone. Now they'll start deep in their own territory, 1st and 10. And he'll be hit and dropped for a loss at the 5-yard line. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them. They did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. And now they'll run it here off tackle. And he'll find some room to get this up to about the 14. Now So a second timeout called for by the defense, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. A lot of running backs, a little bit of a disadvantage when you start talking MVP. Might not be the case this year. You think he's got a shot, don't you?
I do. I think he's got more than a shot. But what he's going to need here down the stretch this late in the season, he needs that big closing game, that game that we're all going to reflect on and go, oh, my goodness, did he put up a number, let's say 200 plus?
A solid gain of 7 yards that time on the keeper and a first down. Now they'll throw with Mahomes. He'll get this one to Kelsey. That's complete. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains.
Good, strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
From the gun, they'll try to run it. Strong run, but he's corralled just beyond the 40. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Now here's Mahomes. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it. And the Jets are going to take possession of the football. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
After the interception, here's Wilson. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
That was nice work there defensively to force the incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
To throw again on 2nd down. Wilson. Flush to his right. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. It'll go as a loss of 3 on the sack, and it brings up 3rd down. Now it's Wilson. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
They'll send the tight end in motion. They'll throw on 1st down with Wilson. This pass out wide to Hall. And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. So the completion good for just 3. And that will bring up 2nd down. Here's Wilson. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock.
Well, Ray, seen him catch a few passes out of the backfield in the first half. Unable to connect on that one.
Certainly seems like getting him the ball out of the passing game, though, is part of their game plan.
It certainly is because he catches it well, creates a mismatch. You're going to cover him with a linebacker, a corner, a safety. They feel like he can win every battle.
And he missed it. It's no good. And the deficit will stay at 3 scores. So we are at halftime here on a Monday night. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Ready for the start of the third quarter. The Chiefs have the lead and set to receive the football. Fields it right around the goal line. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They'll start this drive out on the ground. He'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4 and second down.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back down and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And down right around the 32-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup.
Back-to-back 4-yard runs. Now, look, if they just do that all the way downfield, ball ends up in the end zone, but that's a little difficult to do.
Yeah, I think now 3rd and 2, that defense ready to stiffen up and stop that run. The Jets will bring in a nickel set as they try to stop this 3rd down. Now a handoff, running off tackle right. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Here's the Chiefs punter now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Here's Berrios. And he'll be out right at the 35. A good return there, 17 yards. And the Jets will take over. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Now Wilson on 1st down. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Wilson. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 36 yards on the play. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Hall. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I think we call that season's greetings right there. He came up, pow! Knocked him for a loss.
On 2nd and 11 now. Wilson. That's complete. It's Elijah Moore. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Paul want to give up the middle. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Paul again on 2nd down. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature in the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
On third down, Wilson. And it'll be intercepted. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And the Chiefs are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the third quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about...
Mahomes hit. He lost the football. And it's scooped up by the Jets. And he won't get in, but you can't be set up any better than that. They'll have the ball at the 1-yard line.
Well, partner, they went empty set there. No backs in the backfield. All receivers out in the pattern. And in this situation, you know what the quarterback has to do? Act as his own blitz control.
Yeah, he's got nobody else there to protect
No
him.
one else there to protect, which means he's got to get rid of the football and absorb the hit, but not go down and fumble the ball.
They'll run with Hall. And he pushes forward, but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1. Second and goal from the 1. Hall again. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. Breece Hall with his 9th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Jets are able to capitalize on the forced fumble by turning it into 6 points. Extra point by McCann, up and good. And that'll cut the lead to 17-7. The Jets kick team out now to boot this one away. Taking it about the 1. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. This now a 10-point game, so things tightening a little bit after that last score. A nice little juke. And some space here. And he steps out of bounds, but not before he gets inside the 35. 112 yards rushing now for the NFL leader coming into this ball game. So you got the lead here in the second half. Obviously, you love big runs like that at any time. Here, you really like them.
And how about the confidence that's being exhibited by that offense now? They don't care what you're lining up doing on the defensive side. They want the big fella to carry the football and carry it often.
Mahomes now on first down. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the Jets' 26-yard line.
To throw again on second down. Mahomes firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Hands it off out of the gun. And he'll get 7 yards from the 17 to the 10 before he's taken down. Lots of praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
The Jets will bring in a nickel set here as they try to stop this third down. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he has the first down before he's tackled at the 5. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. 1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. It'll be a pickup of 5 on the keeper. It's 2nd down. Well, no doubt here in the 4th quarter, this is a huge defensive series.
Hey, they can read the scoreboard. They realize if they give up a field goal here, this game might be out of reach. They understand the stakes and are playing accordingly.
If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. They'll try to run this one in. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. It's a 1-yard touchdown run. And the Chiefs are closing in on a 3rd straight win as they widen the gap further here in the 4th quarter. Extra point by Butker is on target. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Here is Wishnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
To throw is Wilson. Wide open receiver complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 41. Here's Wilson. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off by Keon Crossan. 20. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Well, just add that to the list of great moments for this defense today. They've really shredded that game plan on the other side all 4 quarters. And, Charles, that pick 6, that's kind of the cherry on top.
Yeah, they did it, and I feel like I'm quoting a bad movie line, but they did it together, didn't they? Fed off of each other, every big play they made, every tackle, every pick, everything they've done. They continually built energy in this one, and how about them culminating with a pick 6?
Fielded just outside the goal line.
Braxton Berrios on the return. The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And that last pick 6 may have been the backbreaker as they now face a 3-score deficit in the 4th quarter. They need points quickly. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Wilson. And he's got his big tight end over the middle, complete. That'll put him at 95 receiving yards now as he's got a 1st down. Throwing is Wilson. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down. Here's Wilson to throw. That is caught. It's Uzomah. He's got room at the 30. And they're going to get this down inside the 20.
At this stage, there's nothing left to do but to keep firing. And if you're a play caller, you may go off your sheet and use some things maybe you hadn't planned to in this game. Maybe that was one of them there that worked.
He's got a man. It's his tight end. That's complete. 2 yards that time. A stark contrast from the big chunk on the previous play.
At the 17-yard line.
Off the play fake. Here's Wilson. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
The offense on third down tonight, they've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 8. Wilson. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Come on, set.
Here we go. It's Wilson on 4th down. Touchdown, Jets. DJ Chark. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Jets' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Wilson going to throw for it. He's got it. So they convert the 2. That keeps their slim hopes alive as we're back to a 2-score game. 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And the Chiefs are going to make the recovery. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of an anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Credit the tackle to John Franklin Myers. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 137 yards rushing for him in this one, and he is drawing ever closer to a 2,000-yard season. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And a good-looking run there as he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18-yard line. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down. And carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. If you're going to run against this unit, especially down here, just beware. I mean, they're the top rushing defense in the league.
Yeah, and then they go ahead and they double down with the whole thing because you think, okay, let's throw the ball. Oh, yeah, that's right. They defend the pass pretty well, too. Very difficult task right now.
So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first. And he is going to lose yardage here. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Butker's kick here is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So with that, you figure this game's pretty much out of reach at this point.
Yeah, it's going to take a heck of a comeback to come from 3 scores down, but don't change that channel. Don't go away. Miracles can happen, and you want to be here in case it does.
You're a company man.
Aren't I, though?
Taking in at the 3.
Braxton Berrios on the return. The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked up by Justin Reed. And the Chiefs will take over here just shy of the 30. And that pretty much has been the storyline, Charles. This defense, they seem to be one step ahead from the start of the game until now.
And you identified it perfectly, and we can see the frustration is settling in now. And it's probably been there for a long time, but now it's evident because you can see it in their faces, you can see it in their body language, maybe even a little bit in that play call that ended up maybe closing them out.
Victory in the cards now for the Chiefs as they take a knee here. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. So jumping from his free safety spot.
That tells you how aggressive they are on defense, doesn't it? They get everyone involved. He was a little too fast on that play.
So this one in the win column for Kansas City. And this coaching staff, CD, I think you'd agree, pleased with it.